What's up, everyone? Cody here from Celtics Pokemart. Today we got a really spicy topic. We're going to be talking about reprints. What is confirmed, what's not, what can we expect, really. We're going to talk about a lot of speculation, what deserves to be reprinted, and what actually goes into making Pokemon want to reprint a product. We're going to talk about all that in today's video and more. But before we get started, make sure you do me a solid. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload new content. And let's get right into it. So the first things first is Pokemon is a trading card game. You know what that means, guys? They care about the players first, all right? And regulation Mark D. Oh, these will be going out. These are rotating out in 2023. So 2023 standard format will be regulation E and F. Okay, E will be about half of Shining Fates are regulation Mark E, and that means Shining Fates, Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies, and then all these sets from this year, you know, Pokemon Go, we'll still have some of the celebrations cards, I believe. We'll have Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, Crown Zenith. All those will be in this rotation. So what's that mean? Well, most of these regulation E cards are running on their last life right now, basically. Okay, Battle Styles, all those to Evolving Sky or Fusion Strike, I mean, most of those don't have a ton of time left in rotation, whereas Brilliant Stars to Silver Tempest have a lot more time in rotation. And we're going to talk about values and why some things make sense and why some things don't make sense. So let's start off first with one of the least popular sets is Battle Styles. The Battle Styles booster box, lowest listing right now is $98, which is actually pretty high for Battle Styles. But it's still below $100, and that's for a set that was printed back in 2021. It was the first main set of 2021, which is pretty crazy to still be under $100. But will Pokemon reprint Battle Styles? Does it make sense, even though it's going to be in rotation? Well, as you can see here, we have 65 different listings on TCG Player right now. Now, this does not include eBay listings or anything like that, so just keep that in mind. I would say that it's a safe bet that Battle Styles will not ever get a reprint. There is plenty of Battle Styles on the market for you guys to buy up at a fair price, so I don't think that is Pokemon's number one priority. If you were looking for a super cheap booster box to buy that has a less risky reprint, I would say Battle Styles is a lot less risk. So let's move on to the next booster box. We got Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign recently had a surge in the price. We're looking at $122 for about the market price. We do still have quite a bit of Chilling Reign left on the market as well, 38 different listings, and that, like I said, does not include eBay listings and other stores online. Does Chilling Reign deserve a reprint? And I've heard people say, oh, they should reprint Chilling Reign before. And it just makes me laugh a little bit because just about a year ago, these boxes were going for $80, $85, and nobody wanted anything to do with Chilling Reign. And now that the price goes up, people are getting a little bit butthurt that they missed out and they want to reprint, so it goes back down. Like, come on, guys, make up your mind. You love it one day, you hate it the next. Chilling Reign was always a pretty strong set, in my opinion. Should it get a reprint, or is it likely to get a reprint? And I would say that it's very likely not to see a reprint. There's still plenty of it on the market, and I feel like the demand is definitely not there for another reprint. Plus, just because it's went up in price a little bit does not mean it's out of control. This is not out of control. $122 is still a fair price on a booster box. Remember, MSRP on a booster box is $143.64. Anything under MSRP, Pokemon is going to be okay with. All right, so we will go to the next on the list, and we're gonna kind of go from like keep it close to the same prices here. We got Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze. These two also came out close together as well. And no, we're not seeing a reprint on these. I can tell you that right now. I mean, Pokemon has done weird things. They can reprint whatever they want, whenever they want, but these are some of the least likely Sword and Shield sets to get a reprint. They have already had multiple print waves already, and there's nothing price-wise to give them the incentive to reprint this. $115 there's a listing for a Vivid Voltage. They have no incentive to reprint this set, considering players do not need it. And this is still close to MSRP. Need I say any more? None of these are playable anymore, so we will move on to Fusion Strike. We're skipping over a couple right now for a reason, but Fusion Strike, that one, this one's weird here because we actually didn't get a crap ton of print waves here. We got like a main wave, and I think like a week or two later, like they had a little extra stock or something like that, something weird. And we didn't actually get like a full extra print wave, and it didn't really matter. There's listings of boxes for $105 right now, $104, and this set, it has one more year in rotation. Will they reprint it? Probably not. I mean, it hasn't gotten a ton of product like some of these other sets, but maybe that's the only thing it's got going for it. But the price is still so obtainable. This is really obtainable, guys. Honestly, I think this is a very slept on set. I hate to drive FOMO. I hate to be that guy because I make fun of people like that. They're always like, oh, you gotta buy. It's only going up, guys. And I think this is a really good buy, actually. $105. I feel like this is a strong set. I think that's a very good buy. I wouldn't sleep on that too much. I really wouldn't. With that said, I feel like being the fact that it didn't have a huge initial wave, the demand just wasn't really there for that set when it launched. It might have a slight chance of more printing, but I would not expect anything big if it does ever happen. Like I said, I mean, Pokemon's not really necessary to step in right now at that kind of pricing. So I feel like it's more likely not to ever see a reprint. Unfortunately, I mean, I like Fusion Strike. I think it's a pretty good set, but a lot of people don't think it's a good set. All right, so now we're going to start going into the 2022 sets, which I think it's safe to say Celebrations doesn't have a booster box, guys, just so you know, so that's why it's not here. But I think it's safe to say, since Celebrations is like a specialty product, it is an anniversary product. I don't think we're going to see a reprint. Now, we did see stock show up on Walmart shelves recently in the past couple months, and that was a repackaging. That wasn't a reprint. That was, they had loose packs and they repacked them. I don't really think that that's very likely to see a reprint. I think maybe more on the lines of a certain product would get reprinted that might have been scarce, like the Ultra Premium Collection, which would be pretty cool. I would have really actually liked to see that, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm really not. So with that said, we're going to get into these 2022 sets. And we got Astral Radiance right here, which is actually kind of funny because Astral Radiance is cheaper than Battle Styles. Isn't that? That's pretty nuts. I think it's a stronger set than Battle Styles, and it's actually cheaper. And look at that. We got 60 different listings. 65. So, like, it compares to Battle Styles a lot, but it has some really beautiful alternate art. So the one thing that Battle Styles has that Astral doesn't is Tyranitar. I don't care about Machamp, honestly. I really don't care. I'm not Tyranitar all day. But that's the thing. Battle Styles only has Tyranitar and a Golden Houndoom. It doesn't really have anything else carrying the set. Most of the alternate arts aren't like huge fan favorite Pokemon. It has Empoleon, but it's not the craziest following compared to some of these other alternate arts that we have. Like we got Beedrill, we got Machamp, we got the Hisuian Sneasler in this set, which the Beedrill's a really gorgeous card. The Machamp is really popular. It does have a pretty solid value to it, but this box has really, really low value right now. Pokemon doesn't have much incentive to reprint this. It hasn't even gotten, I do believe it did actually get a second wave after the first wave. So it doesn't really need much of a reason to be reprinted at this point. Like, I mean, that price is pretty solid right now. Players can't complain that they can't get that product cheap. But now keep in mind, all these 2022 sets have the most likelihood of being reprinted. I do want to make sure that you are aware of that, being that these will be in rotation for the longest. Now, we're going to go to Silver Tempest and Lost Origin. We're going to kind of touch base on both of them together, because they actually, they're a lot alike. So, they're honestly, in my opinion, they're two very strong sets. They definitely are. As you can see, like, they're both, the supply is pretty much the same for these. We're probably gonna a lot of people are starting to say that, oh, Silver Tempest is only getting one print run because it's the last set of Sword and Shield, and that doesn't mean anything. Honestly, that's just, they had such a huge first wave. All right, so the fact that Pokemon didn't say, hey, we're gonna split this up into 2 waves, doesn't mean Silver Tempest is not getting a reprint in the future. That doesn't. So I think a lot of people misunderstood that, because Pokemon just decided to print a mass wave of Silver Tempest. There was a lot of this product. We had a lot of it at launch, and we had a good bit of Lost Origin as well. We did have more Silver Tempest though. Lost Origin is starting to actually shoot up a little bit in price, which is pretty nutty. Actually, some of the singles are even starting to rise, which hasn't been happening a lot lately with some of these sets. So will we see reprints of these two? And I can tell you, I am pretty certain that we will see more waves of these booster boxes. I am pretty sure of it, actually, because we didn't actually get reprints of these. So these are very deserving. So, like I said, Astral Radiance did have a second wave. So that one is kind of like, so. But these two definitely are more likely to get reprinted than Astral Radiance. And now we're going to the 2 big dogs here. We got Evolving Skies and we got Brilliant Stars. These 2 sets are no joke. They really are. They have some serious bangers. We got a lot of evolutions in Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery, and we have the evolution chase cards that we have in the Evolving Skies booster box as well. Sadly, the hit rate's awful in Evolving Skies. So for me, I mean, personally, I don't enjoy opening this set very much because how disappointing the set is. But Brilliant Stars, I have a lot of fun with. I've had a lot of good luck with Brilliant Stars, and you got a couple Charizards in that set. A very solid set to invest in, if you ask me. Brilliant Stars, I think, is a better, I wouldn't say, okay, not saying a better investment. I would say more safe, in my opinion, because of all the Charizards. It does have some really beautiful artworks. Plus, you can still get it at a reasonable price. And we're going to kind of get into that here. This set is still a 2022 set. All right. This did just have a second reprint of booster boxes. We had maybe, I don't remember the exact amount, maybe about 135 booster boxes we got from the second wave. So we got a good bit. This wasn't no tiny reprint or anything like that. And then on top of that, they just dropped mountains of ETBs on us as well. So there were tons of these ETBs. Now, the one thing with those ETBs, they actually dried up. They're gone at distribution now. So I don't know if you noticed, ETB prices have actually been on the rise a little bit lately. And that is why they are actually starting to go up a little bit in value, because they are not as easily obtainable at the distribution level as they used to be. Before, stores could literally put in orders whenever they wanted. They could sell out and then put it in another order. You know what I mean? Like, not many products are like that, especially a hot product like Brilliant Stars. This price is over MSRP by about $40. This is one of those products that Pokemon would very shortly step in and make sure is corrected. I would not be surprised if we do see more booster boxes of Brilliant Stars. So will this get reprinted? I say it's a very good chance that we will see a reprint of Brilliant Stars if we see anything reprinted from Sword and Shield. Now, last but not least, the big dog here, we got Evolving Skies. Does it deserve a reprint? Well, I mean, at this price, I'm telling you right now, I'm not paying that for a booster box. I would not pay that for a Sun and Moon booster box, yet alone a current modern in rotation set. No, absolutely not. That is outrageous. not cool. Well, that has to do with the singles. The singles are out. They're insane. Some of the biggest chases out of all the Sword and Shield sets are in this one set. Does it deserve a reprint? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's already had like 4 print waves, and look at the price here. We had booster boxes come out this year. We had ETBs come out this year already. I think that it is safe to say that we will probably see more coming, at least early 2023. I would say it's very likely. If not, then I mean, I guess these cards just are going to be a little bit more difficult to find for players. They're just going to have to buy all the singles instead of being able to open them themselves, which it happens. It is what it is. Now, Pokemon can always just print the sleeves, the sleeve boosters to Oblivion. That way big box stores have them in stock, which I have seen people finding these in big box stores. But it's very likely that this is a set that is extremely deserving of a reprint, and Pokemon does not like to see these types of prices, guys. They really don't, especially in a modern set that should be in rotation, which is actually in rotation, not should be, is actually in rotation. This is not going to be okay by them. So I feel like out of all these sets we just mentioned, the 4 most likely to get a reprint would be Silver Tempest, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, and Evolving Skies. That's my take. Like I said, this is speculation. Nothing is confirmed. If anyone is telling you that they have hookups, they know a guy that knows a guy, they are bullshitting you. So just keep that in mind. This is all pure speculation. No distribution doesn't know anything. Pokemon doesn't print out a play-by-play what they're going to do, their whole plan for the year, what's going to get reprinted, what's not going to. So with that said, I really do appreciate the support. And as always, let's make like Charizard and keep this passion burning.